Good morning, guys. Today we are going to work with surface area and volume of the cylinder. And so we are going to use this oatmeal box as our model for today's lesson. We've got to start out with some measurements. Okay, so for the diameter, our diameter, and we're going to measure in inches today, this diameter for this box appears to be 5 3/8 of an inch. Let's measure it from the bottom, see if we get the same thing. On that, actually, I'm getting 5. Let's go with 5 1/8. Or, you know what? Let's round it off for 5. So 5 inches in diameter. I'm going to write that down. And if our diameter is 5 inches, then our radius is equal to 2.5 inches. Okay? Now, the other thing that we need to measure and know about is how tall this box is. I'm going to take the lid off because that's kind of interfering with my measurement. That is 9.5 or 9.5 inches tall. Okay, so now those are the measurements that we need to do our work. 9.5 inches tall. Okay, now there are two formulas that we talked about for surface area and volume. We said for the prism, surface area was equal to 2 times the area of the base plus the perimeter of the base times the height. And we said for the volume of a prism that the volume was equal to the area of the base times the height. Well, we're going to replace the base and the perimeter of the base with a couple of formulas we know for circles. We know that the area of a circle is equal to pi r squared. So we've got 2 times pi r squared. We also know that the perimeter of a circle is what we call circumference, and we can write that as 2 times pi times radius times the height. Okay, in the same way we can adapt our volume formula. Volume would be equal to the area of the base, which is pi r squared, area of a circle, times the height. Okay? So, to set up my problem, my surface area will be equal to 2 times pi times 2.5 squared plus 2 times pi times 2.5 times 9.5. Okay, so 2.5 squared is 6.25. 6.25 times 2 would be 12.5 pi. And then if I take 2 times 2.5, that would be equal to 5. 5 times 9.5 would be, okay, so 5, carry the 2, and then 5 times 9 would be 45, so 47. But then how many places are behind the decimal? Well, we said 2 times 2.5 was 5, and 5 times 9.5 would be 1 decimal place. So 47.5 times pi. So our exact area in terms of pi for the outside of our oatmeal box would be 12.5 pi plus 47.5 pi. That is going to give us 0, carry the 1, 2 plus 7 is 9, plus another one is 10, carry the 0, and then carry that 1, 1 plus 4 plus 1 is 5. So 50 pi inches squared. That's our surface area. Now, if we want to get a more exact measurement, what we can do is we can get an estimate for the number of square inches by multiplying by pi. That would be about 3.14. So it's going to be a little bit over 150 square inches. I didn't bring my calculator out with me to do this today, but it would be a little bit over 150 square inches. Now, for our volume, plugging in the same values, pi times radius squared, so pi times 2.5 squared times the height, 9.5. Okay? That's going to be pi times 6.25 times 9.5. And we can multiply our 6.25 by 9.5 over here. 5 times 5 is 25, carry the 2. 10, 12, carry the 1. 5 times 6 is 30. 31.25. And then 9 times 5 is 45. Carry the 4, 9 times 2 is 18, plus 4 is 22. Carry the 2, 9 times 6 is 54, plus 2 would be 56. Add those together, we've got 5, 7, 3, 9, 5. And we've got 1, 2, 3 places behind the decimals. So 59.375 times pi inches cubed, which would be, you know, if we were going to estimate it, I would say 59 is really close to 60, and 60 times 3 would be 180. So I'm guessing that the volume will be somewhere close to 180 inches cubed. Again, I don't have my calculator to be able to multiply by pi out here, but that's what we would have to do in that last step to get an approximation. A lot of times in math, what we will be told to do is to give the exact answer, so we have to leave it in terms of pi. So we would just leave 50.0 times pi inches squared, or for volume, for the exact answer, it would be 59.375 times pi inches cubed. Again, when we multiply by pi, we end up having to round off because pi is a non-repeating, non-terminating decimal. And so we always end up with an approximation when we do that. Okay, so I hope this helps with today's assignment. Let me know how you guys are doing. I've been missing you. Hopefully next year we'll get to start back to school on time and we can all catch up then. Talk to you later, guys.